I'm from the city is still. I'm from the city is still. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Picking Apart the Hobby. This is going to be a show where myself and the homies, Hot Hands Hoshik, Chef Marte, and Gate City Paul, we get together, talk about things that are happening in the hobby, current events, sports, and whatnot. We also were talking some Monday Night Football last week, and towards the end of this show, we'll get into this week's episode. But we got some more bold predictions for you guys. So if you are a wagering person, you might want to listen to some of the tips Hot Hands has for you tonight. But before we get started, I want to give my guys a chance to go around and introduce themselves. And in case you aren't following them, I have all of their Instagrams scrolling below. So start off, my guy Alan over there, Hot Hands Hoshik.
What's going on, guys? Hot Hands Hoshik, CEO, Transparent Grading Team, the best grading company around, my friends.
That's right. We got the chef down below.
What's up, everyone?
You guys know him from the Mucho wax packs that we have ripped all over the state of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and pretty much everywhere else we can get our hands on.
I'm nicknaming that guy Rip and Chef, for sure.
Pretty much. Pretty
Chef
much. Then we got my guy Gate City. Paul, do you want to tell him about your YouTube channel, man?
It's a YouTube channel that sporadically has videos posted on it every once in a while when I get around to it and I'm not busy with something else.
It's by the same name, Gate City Paul. So
yeah,
give him a
by the same name, Gate City Paul. But like I sporadically post on there. So,
do you want to say what's up to a few people in the chat? We got the breaks in the house. Thanks again for your comment you left in regards to the show live stream. Hopefully, the last one was enjoyable for you. We left it at the booth the whole time, although I need to find like a tripod or something for it just so it stops falling. But work in progress. Thank you so much, man. It was definitely, I think, a big win trying the way you suggested. We got Cardboard Carolina in the house. What is going on, my man? Hopefully, we'll get to see you here in a couple of weeks over at Wilmington. Myself and Gate City Paul will be heading out that way again. So really looking forward to that. How far of a drive is Wilmington for you, Paul?
I just did it not too terribly long ago. It's about, well, I'm actually going to go a different direction this time, so I don't know, but it's about 3 hours.
Nice.
But it's I've decided to take a different way because Raleigh traffic sucks.
I'm pretty sure we probably still got to get my flight and stuff yet. So I guess we got to kind of see where I even need to fly to.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
that's
right.
right.
Yeah,
so it all depends on where Anthony's flight comes in.
Yeah. Well, if Chef Marte is in charge of the accommodations, it'll be drastically better than the accommodations I picked for us last time. So I literally picked like this hotel that looks like a rundown trap house with like bullet holes in it and stuff.
It literally had a bullet hole in the door.
And then this past weekend, Chef Marte literally has us at like the nicest hotel in Virginia Beach, like on the beach, like literally watching it off the balcony. It was insane.
And hopefully it won't be a single bed this time, right, Anthony?
Exactly. That was an accident, Paul, remember?
Yeah. Accident. Thanks, Marty.
Yeah, they did low-key put us in a single bedroom, though. Like, I had to go back. I was like, you realize when we checked in, we were two large men, and you put us in a single bed, right? And they were like, oh, we're sorry. Like, we didn't want to, like, assume anything or whatnot. And it's like, well, I mean, you kind of did by giving us the single bed. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They must have been saying Paul looked a little fruity. I don't know. But got my man Thrift Beast in the house. Good to see you, Chris.
Thrift Beast.
Awesome to see my guy here. Got the Mangini collection. What is going on? Good to see you, John. Appreciate you being here. Nice. Okay, so you'll be there and you'll be in Raleigh as well. Raleigh's right in Paul's backyard, I believe, right, Paul?
Hour and a half, hour 45.
Oh, I was thinking that was a lot closer.
Yeah. Well, if I blindfold myself and just hit the pedal down, I can be there in about 35 minutes.
Doesn't Elevation Church have a Raleigh campus?
I know they have a Charlotte campus and they have a High Point campus, but the High Point campus is, I believe, is just a satellite to the Charlotte one.
Gotcha. I've always wanted to check that out, and a couple people that went to my church when it was still open go to that church now, and I've always wanted to go check it out. My guy Grunt Dad Sports Cards is in the house. What is going on, George? Good to see you, my man. Always a pleasure. Has Alan been keeping them pop reports up to your standard, man? Am I going to have to crack down on him? Are you going to have to put some more up there before Wednesday, Alan?
Always up to date, man. It's always up to date.
Alan is not only trying to keep that up to date, but he's even trained people on hyperlinking now. So we're moving in the right direction. Speaking of the right direction, we mentioned this on Instagram, I want to say last week maybe. Come January, we will be doing some hiring. So we're going to be doing some private Zoom events with myself, Alan, and the team. And we're going to kind of be going through kind of what it looks like to be a virtual grader and the kind of things that if you're interested in potentially signing on virtually with us, what it would look like. So if anyone has any interest, just send us an email. It's transparentgradingteam@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on Instagram, which is literally right below as well. But we will be doing that probably, I would say, sometime this week. And if there's enough interest, we'll do a second one next week, because I think we can only have like 10 people on at a time or whatnot. But come January, we will be looking to fill some more virtual positions. And we're also looking for some in-office positions as well. So anyone is interested, let us know. And again, the virtual positions, you can be anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you're located. You don't even have to be a U.S. citizen. We do ask that you're 18 years old, though. Is that right, Alan? Do they have to be 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 18.
And that's Paul's rule, guy. So if you're under 18, please just complain to Gate City, Paul.
It's the law.
It's all his rule. It's all him because he's a goatee.
Wait, did you just blame something on me?
Yeah.
No.
The newest guy that gets hired, and you blame it on me.
No, we didn't.
that we needed a scapegoat, Paul. So
was that in my job description? Did I miss that part?
It was the fine print.
Oh.
It was the disclaimer at the bottom.
Yep. Mangini says he is in South Carolina. That's awesome. Which part? How far are you from South Carolina, Paul? Are you on like the upper?
It depends on where you want to go. That's where I was just at this weekend. I was in Myrtle Beach this weekend.
Did you get a tan?
I did not get a tan. It was absolutely beautiful weather, though, but I did not get a tan.
Dude, it was like in the 30s here in Pittsburgh today. Like I was literally freezing. Like I had to put on my other jacket since I lost like 100 pounds. It literally looked like I put on like a larger man's jacket. It was like the reverse of Fat Man Little Coat. I mean, it's still a fat man, but in a lot fatter man's coat now. And I was just like freezing. And I called Alan. I was like, dude, what is the temperature where you're at? And he goes, oh, I don't know, like 83 degrees. I was like,
82.
Suck, bro. It's like friggin' 30 degrees here today.
No flurry.
I'm like getting icicles off my nipples as we speak. And, and you're walking around in flip-flops probably.
Shorts.
Jonathan in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Charleston, nice.
That's down where KC, the Carolina Hustler, is at.
Nice.
Anthony knows who that is.
Yep, absolutely. That's the king of clubs.
King of clubs. That's right.
Dude slangs all the golf clubs, man. I would love to get some kind of knowledge in those clubs like that guy has, man. It's insane. But then again, like you know what you like, you know what I mean? Like if we're talking about high-end Anderson Varejao cards, I'm probably the guy you call. But you know what I mean?
Well, it's a very small knowledge that you have to have.
Exactly. There's basically the one of ones, and those are ones that Marty's actively buying me off of eBay as we speak. I just submitted one in the November bulk sub in Anderson Varejao 1 of 1. The crowd went wild. At least that's how I imagine it going down at home. Although most people were probably like, "Who? We're talking about Anderson Varejao. We're talking about the GOAT here, guys."
Anderson Varejao.
You know what is awesome though, like that dude actually came back from like what most people thought was retirement and like came back to the Cavs. And I like to think I had something to do with that.
You legitimately spoke it into existence.
I did, like the Bible teaches that we shall call things that are not as though they were, and that they would be. And
well, speaking of coming back, what you guys think about Cam Newton scoring 2 touchdowns yesterday?
Ooh,
yeah, I mean it's definitely a quarterback upgrade. It's the best. He's the best quarterback they've had since Cam Newton. That's for sure.
He actually came in for only like a couple plays.
He only came in. He just played a goal line. That's all he did was just do a couple goal line things, and he ran for 1 touchdown and then threw for another.
Yeah, he was great.
That is awesome, John. He's from Greensburg, Mart. Greensburg is like 20 minutes from where I am right now. Like I'll be going to a card show there later on this month. So if you're in the Berg, your hometown is about to have a card show at the mall. So
is that the one we went to, Anthony?
Yes. Yeah, the smaller one that we went to. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that name sounded familiar.
Yep.
All right.
The Gavote. How would you pronounce that, Alan? You're all about the Hasheks. Like if we're talking about Varejao being the GOAT, it's the GV oat. It's not quite the M23 Jordan, but it is pretty epic. Tally in the house. What's up, my man? Good to see you, brother.
We'll have to find a term in Portuguese for Varejao for you. I'll ask Nayla what's a good term for Varejao in Portuguese.
Nice. Drunk Dad says that's a fluke. Cam is done. I am more surprised by High Squeaky Boys. I'm back.
Why?
Westmoreland Mall. My friend owns a tobacco shop there. That's awesome. Nice. See, so it'll be a true homecoming for you if you're there. Tally says, "Gotta love the TGT hats. We gotta get you one, bro. Do we ever put those up on the website or no?"
No. You guys have them in your hands somewhere.
Correct.
Oh, we got the man, the myth, the legend in the house. We got Glenn Van Trifle, a.k.a. the man who makes slabs disappear. Appreciate you being here, my man. And, of course, the man who brought Kalane into the show. We need to get some... I need to get a soundboard with all of the various things that we talk about.
Yes.
That I can just hit.
Yeah. Oh, that would be kind of fun. The it's a 10 and it's clean is our favorites.
Yep. It's clean.
Real clean.
Cleanest I've ever seen.
It might be the cleanest I've ever seen as well.
Might be that.
The Breaks is in the house. What is up? Good to see you, brother. Corborg Carolina said, "My son came in and said, 'Is that TGT? I can't wait to get my Pokemon back.'" You'll be getting them back real soon. Actually, you'll probably get your Pokemon back before we even see you in Wilmington. I'd be actually, I don't know. You should. Those are the ones that are in encapsulation, correct?
Give me a name and I'll tell you.
I mean, I'm almost positive they are because the guy I asked you about earlier today was below him. So he should be in there with him.
Okay. If you tell me the Pokemons, I bet you I know.
I think I did the labels.
You?
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I assembled them up the other day. So I know.
Yes. Here, watch. I know exactly which ones you're talking about too, which is hilarious. Okay, so if it's like a bunch of Charizards, then yes.
Yes,
if it's
that's the one.
Yep, then for sure. Like there's 2 Japanese Charizards, and then I think 1 base, and then I think a Mewtwo, and then something else like a Skylar or something like that.
I mean, where else are you going to get that? You got the guys who know exactly what's in your order.
Something like awesome. So that's my guess. I think it's a Charizard EX, a Charizard VMAX.
You know what's kind of cool though? Me and Paul took his order live and in person, and then just randomly live, we both knew exactly what stage it was in. I think that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because normally you like give your cards to somebody and like you have no clue, you know, if you're ever going to see that person again or if they would even follow your order, let alone both of us like pretty much knew what was going on.
Well, so did Alan. Alan knew what the exact order was.
Oh, I knew Alan would too, but like, you know, I just thought it was unique that we both were like literally the guys that took it, you know?
Yeah, those are encapsulation. Those should be going on this week probably.
Yep. Clint is in the house. Yep. The good chef will be pressing them for you probably.
For sure.
Grunt Dad said if you need any other custom TGT clothes or items like that, hit him up. He lives in an epicenter of alterations and custom items. That's actually not a bad idea because I'm guessing we're probably going to need a bunch of stuff soon because we have like a couple hats and that's it, and like no more shirts.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
We can call the official.
So
hey man, Marty already ruined all the other shirts. He stained those up real quick.
You cut the sleeves off them too, right?
As you guys will come to know, Morty is the master of the belly stain.
I got the maple syrup right.
Love it. This breaks every time I see a video complaining about PSA, I comment mentioning try TGT. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, that's part of the reason why we started this. You know what I mean? Like we were literally just talking the other day. Like, isn't it insane that even in the time that CSG, like we'll leave PSA out of it because they've had my stuff for like a year and a half, but like we'll leave them in the corner. But even like the newer companies like CSG, like we sent them an order in March and it still isn't back yet. And like we've started a successful company in the time that they've been grading like our first order, which was like 80 cards or something like that, Mark. It wasn't like anything crazy. But on the plus side, my GMA order just popped. So I'm happy about that.
Nice.
So me and Glenn will be raking in all that big GMA money soon. And by big, I mean like 40% of PSA, but then again, it was probably 40% of the time too. So, you know, that's the nice thing though. Like I've come to find that even like their stuff is definitely a decent flip. But it's been so long since I sent that one. I don't even remember what I sent there. If that says anything. Oh, I appreciate that, my man. We did. We sent in a big honking order, and excited to finally get that back. But I'm really excited that even in like the midst of like the waves, like we've kind of hit with business and stuff, like with like say the Dallas Card Show, and you know the blessing that getting the shout out from Sports Card Investor was, and like the big waves of like business that we've had. We've been able to grind it out and we've been able to meet those turnaround times for people, which is like super important to me as somebody who's like literally waiting on my income for like bulk submissions to come back for like the last year and not seeing anything, you know what I mean? So it's like real important to me that like we continue to hit those turnaround times. And I think that's one of the big reasons why we want to continue to expand in the new year, guys, is because we want to make sure that that never is an issue. But big things are definitely on the horizon. Virginia Beach was a huge success. If anybody is in that area, I know that the same show we were at runs another one in February, Super Bowl Sunday. So I suggest going out and checking them out if you haven't. I'll probably put a vlog out either tomorrow or Wednesday from that show. So if you guys want to check that out, give you a little bit more insight that is not from our booth, because most of the live stream was done just at our booth yesterday. So the vlog will give you more of a perspective of what happened outside of the TGT booth. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys. The next show we're going to, again, like I might have shared that on IG earlier, it's going to be Wilmington. It's going to be me and Gate City rolling down there on December 4th. I believe that's a one-day show, if I'm not mistaken. I was positive that's a one-day show down there, December 4th. Should be a pretty good show.
Are you sure? I thought that was a 2-day show.
Let me double check. I actually just shared a picture of it today on Instagram.
Yes.
I'm probably wrong. I'm good at being wrong about things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just says Saturday, December 4th, 10 to 4.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 2-dayer.
One dayer. Snuggle up time. Snuggle up.
Snug as a bug in a rug. Yep. So here's the
hello.
Here's the flyer for the show, guys. This is by Card Crazy Sports LLC. Really awesome dude named Tom. He runs a lot of shows there in North Carolina. Definitely a guy that I like to support. And, as you can see, he supports us by sharing TGT's name on there and lets people know that we're coming to town, which is just super cool. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that because it's not cheap getting like airplane tickets and hotels and stuff like that. So it's always huge when people go out of their way to kind of let people know that we're coming to town. So if anyone's going to be in the Wilmington area on December 4th, come over and say what's up to me and Paul. We'll have a booth there and we'll be taking submissions live.
Or just say what's up to Paul.
Yeah. Paul's clearly the cooler one of the two of us.
I'm the pole of the group.
Yeah, he really is. He's really what we're all here for. One thing that I thought was pretty interesting, though, guys, like I was looking at Sports Collectors Daily, and I don't know if you saw this, but Panini is actually making Flux its own set now in December. This was a card that was literally just released in the Chronicle sets, and it was like one of the higher end Chrome cards that you could get out of it. So I'm guessing that they felt that it was so popular that they're giving it its own set, and it's not a retail set. It's going to be like a hobby only set. So it says it's going to be printed on Optichrome stock with a release date of December 15th. So in just about a month's time, this set's going to drop. That LaMelo looks so dope.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just like the background of it looks sick. Like I could imagine the custom label you could probably put on that thing.
Well,
especially in hollow.
Well, also those they used to come in a bunch of different variations of colors, like teal, yellow, orange, green. They have a bunch of variation colors too, which is what they're probably going to end up doing.
So they're saying that the hobby boxes are going to contain 10 packs with 5 cards in each pack, so about 50 cards. Cases will hold 12 boxes.
Yeah. You're probably looking at 400 plus for a hobby.
Boxes will contain 1 box topper, which could be an autographed card, insert, or parallel. So that's interesting. So there's going to be like 1 bonus thing in each box, which is pretty dope. I wonder what they're going for. I'm guessing it'll probably say a little
4 plus. That's my guess.
Well, yeah, it's hobby, I'd imagine, and basketball at that. Speaking of hobby, if anyone's looking for good hobby break at a good price, the guys over at Huddle Card Collection, man, they were breaking multiple baseball hobby boxes on their channel last night, and there were several spots that like weren't taken yet. And as they were pulling heat, like no one took Kansas City. I'll tell you what, there were never so many new Kansas City fans in the chat because they were letting people buy the teams that were already like pulling heat. So like 2 autos in, like somebody got Kansas City. Like, so it was really cool that they did that, just to like kind of show love and pay it forward to their community. Cause like any other breaker could have probably just kept those and, put that towards recovering the cost or whatnot. But it was really cool to see Mike and Michael pay that forward. So those are definitely good guys over there at Huddle Card Collection. But yeah, there's a little Flux rookie Titan here, Tyrese Halliburton. It says it's going to be a sizable base set, 250 cards planned. 200 veterans and 50 rookies. Hobby box base parallels take on an Astro Ferret. Oh, dude, you're gonna cream yourself once I get down there, bro. Just dude, I'll just show you.
Yeah.
He even put the 2 X's for you, bro. Isn't that sexy?
No, that's his number. 77.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That is his number. He switched up his auto a little bit. Maybe that's because his mummy ain't signing no more.
No, he added the 77 because there was too many people trying to forge his auto, so he added the 77 in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I need that card, Marty. I need that card.
Marty. So is PGT going to be breaking any flux?
Yep, we are now.
Speaking of which, guys, there will be a select basketball break tonight. After the show, we're going to be going live on Drip, and there's going to be a select basketball break. We have 3 blasters. So anyone wants in, you got to go to Drip right now and get a team. If not, then you won't get any, I guess. Let me go back to that page right quick.
Dude, that Luka Doncic, dude, I was like,
yep.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, let me pull that back up. Exactly.
And that's like my goal. I don't have any Luka autos yet. I have like a bunch of rookies and Chef. I told you, did I tell you I was getting you that Panini Threads Luka base? I have an extra one. I'll send that to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a 1-of-1 black in here. There's going to be red, blue, supernova, sunrise, moonlight, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, gold, green, and 1-of-1 blacks.
That looks like a 1-of-1 equinox.
Oh, there's the gold.
That's the gold Anthony Edwards, yeah.
That's pretty sick. There you go, Mart. That's Marty's guy right there, Jason Tatum. He's a Dookie and a Celtic.
There goes the Curry,
yeah. RJ Hampton, little Trey Young, flow motion.
So those are the inserts, or those might even be the bases. You never know.
Yeah, those are sick. Like that. Mm-hmm. So I liked it when it was literally just this. Like this was literally the only type of card they had, and I liked it a lot. So like now that like you're including like all these right here are just like next level cool. I think these Equinox fluxes.
Yeah, those look like shimmers, man. But those are pretty sick.
Yeah. So that'll definitely be a decent set.
That's a cool, for sure.
So another thing that we did this week, guys, actually it might have been last week. I can't remember, but since the last live show, I'm pretty sure we've done this. We were able to find several fake cards that got submitted, which was awesome. Marty and Hot Hands are like fake sniffing dogs. I'll tell you what, man, like we were going through so many cards today and like we came across one that Alan was like, I just need to know that this is real before we even continue. I'm like, dude, we've got like 2 more orders to input, man. And then I can go on with my day. I just got to figure it out, man. Like he was like Tyrone Biggins, like, I just need to know that it's real, man. But luckily it was. The one we found today was real, and it's going to be a pretty iconic card. Can't wait to actually see it in one of our slabs. But some of the cards that were spotted this past week that were submitted by multiple people actually were Desert Shield cards. We found multiple fake Desert Shield cards. And a lot of times whenever we are going to authenticate cards, whether they're real or they're fake, we put our graders through authentication training with industry professionals and stuff like that. But on top of that, if there's cards that we know are known to be fakes, we also will sometimes send them out for verification as well. So that's what we did. Our graders were able to spot them as they went through the processing stage, and we were able to send them out and verify that they were not authentic. And I don't know if there were any, because I know you're like the king of this, Alan. Are there any tips for like people watching if they're going to pick up any of these cards that they can kind of look for to make sure that the cards they're getting are authentic and they don't kind of get swindled even accidentally, because I would imagine that, some of the people that would send stuff, they don't know any different. You know what I mean? It's a junk wax card, like how would you know, but I know that there are some tells. So like what kind of things could people look for in that type of,
I mean, the biggest telltale is if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If a 1950, Topps Mickey Mantle is perfectly cornered and perfectly centered, it's probably not authentic.
Yeah.
The way that I found that helps me before even doing all this is it's like doing a comp to see what the price is on your card. Go and type in, for example, like on the rookie or the 80s Larry Bird, Irving, and Magic Johnson, type in how to spot 80s Bird, Magic, and Irving fake. And they have checklists on top of checklists on how to know what is a fake and what is real. There's only so many ways to fake a card. You're going to slip up somewhere. It's really hard to fake that, intricate marking on a certain card. For example, like on an O-Pee-Chee Wayne Gretzky, as Paul and I both know, right? Or Mario Lemieux. It's hard to replicate those colors and those distinctions on certain cards from certain eras. Like that Mickey Mantle you showed me. It took some time. It took about 20 minutes because there's two types of Mickey Mantles that I'm sure not a lot of people know about. There's a type 1 print and a type 2 print, but both authentic. So you got to find out which type it is and then go down the checklist and make sure that it's authentic or as close to authentic as you can. And if there's any discrepancy, you just can't verify. So that's usually the best way. Go find a checklist. And if you can't find one, then it's probably a reprint. There's usually 5 to 10 items that separate a real one from a reprint.
That's good to know. And George did say it's good as a new grading company that we're finding fakes, and I appreciate that, man. It's something we're passionate about. Like one thing more than anything is we're all like super big time hobby enthusiasts. So more than anything, like we're passionate about what we're actually doing. Like there was a guy that dropped cards off to me and Marty in person today. He took a group submission from an LCS that he runs, and as we were going through the cards, like literally we take time to like basically droll on the cards and like admire them, because like it's not just like a job or something that we do to make money. It's like literally what we're passionate about in life. So that's one of the main reasons I would say we put in that extra effort to do those things, because it is something that we care about, and we want to make sure that people that send stuff to us get like something that it's going to be an appreciating asset, I should say, rather than depreciating. So question, the break says, say a breaker spends $300 on a box. After the break, how much would he or she make out of the deal? I'm going to leave that in your ball court, because you're basically the man when it comes to breaks. I'll basically, we'll come back to that one then as soon as he's done.
No, you're good. I can answer.
Okay, go ahead.
So it would depend on how you set up the break. If you're breaking by team, by division, or you're comboing it. So it depends on what you sell the spots for. So it's all varying on how you set it up. So if you're going to do by division and what sport it is. So if you're doing football and you do it by division, you have, God, how many divisions? 8 divisions, and you charge a certain amount per division, and then you divvy that up between what the box costs you for. So for example, let's say you profit in total $500 from selling the divisions, you would profit $200 from your break, because the box cost you $300.
Cool. So what's like a general rule?
You got to pressure your teams and your divisions, or however it is, to at least cover your costs. You know what I mean? And on top. So
at least cover your cost. At least cover the cost. If you want to make a little something on it, you have to kind of divvy it how much you want to make, but also not, I'm going to make $800 off of a $300 box. That's not really, realistic. Right. You have to kind of do it where everyone's getting a little something, and and then you're getting a little something in return for your time, and you have to factor in shipping.
Yeah, it's a good call. So I think that's the big thing, even when it comes to like selling stuff, regardless of whether it's a break or on eBay or whatever. A lot of times people don't factor in shipping, and depending on how heavy something may be, it could really fluctuate that price. So definitely always factor in shipping. Now, breaks really aren't going to be super heavy, but just in general, anytime you're going to sell something and ship it, you always want to make sure that you at least have some kind of rough estimate of like kind of how much it's going to cost to ship that item. Yeah. Just so you don't lose money. I remember whenever I first started selling on eBay, I was selling video games and consoles and stuff like that. And I might have sold a console, like it was like a Sega Genesis for like $35 on eBay one day. And it was going to cost me like close to $30 to ship it to where it was going. And I was like, wow, that was a waste of my time and money. Like after eBay takes their fees, like I'm probably losing money on this deal. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something to be mindful of. That could be possible. This breaks. He says he's sure half the fakes were sent on purpose to test us out. That could be very well possible. I know that some people do that. Whenever I first use a new company, especially as a group submitter, I would always do this. I would use cards of varied condition just to see, like, is this company going to be the company that just gives 10s, or is this going to be like a company that fairly grades? You know what I mean? Because I want my, I'm happy with my 8 being an 8 as long as all of my 10s are 10s. You know what I mean? So I could definitely see that. And I know for a fact that there are definitely people who have sent some stuff in to test us. And like whenever we'd call and they'll be like, oh, I wondered if you'd catch that. It's like, yep, we're especially Alan is very meticulous. I think it's by that guy, except for H's in the name Jonathan. That gets by him a lot.
Oh, and then he leaves.
Yep.
Damn,
he got the H out of here. This Brick said, or Andy's back.
Bougie ass airport.
Brought the H back.
Bougie ass airport. Bougie airport.
That's you LA people, man. This break says, or people will target your company because.
Sorry about that. Airport.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, completely agree, man. Yeah, some people make a lot on breaks, man. It just really depends on like what the product is, to be honest with you. And how much you have to put into it. The hobby boxes, obviously, you need a bigger return on your investment. But if you can find product at retail, you can make decent money on it. You can make decent money even buying on the secondary market, or else I don't think a lot of people would do it. But with us, we always want to make sure we leave like plenty, meat on the bone for the people that are going to be getting stuff through us. Well, yeah. Did you guys? Well, I know I already know Marty's picked some fire up this week, but I guess we'll start in reverse order this time. Paul, have you picked up any new cards this week, man?
Picked up no, received yes. So
nice.
I got a little package here from somebody named Picksburgh. So I got that today. I opened that. So. Some stuff from one of the drip breaks and stuff like that, and randomly went into a Walgreens of all places, and I've just found some packs of Prestige. Haven't opened them yet, but
nice.
So 1, 2, I got 6 packs of Prestige at a random Walgreens in Myrtle Beach.
Nice. Yeah, the chef got a blaster. Well, no, not a blaster. What was it? A mega Prestige today at the LCS? Oh, absolute. That's right. My bad. Yeah, we were looking for that Kaboom, and like literally, like one pack in, the guy's like, "Oh, you missed it. The guy right before you just pulled a Justin Fields Kaboom," and then we're both like thinking, "Well, damn, there's only one in the entire case, so it ain't here anymore." But it would have been nice if there was. Dude, Tally, that is awesome, bro. He says December 19th will be seen as Niners Live. That is what's up. Yeah. This is the break. He says he's got that upset special coming your way, which that actually leads me into like our next segment of the show is kind of what is going to be happening with the game tonight. So we'll finish up those pickups here because I know Marte got some good stuff this week as well. Anything you kind of want to brag on in the PC that you picked up this week, man?
Luka Doncic 2019 Net Marvels.
That is sexy.
It's so pretty.
You're doing things to Allen right now.
And a Trevor Lawrence.
Possibly a Durant Fleer Retro.
I got a Luka this week too.
Nice.
Courtside, I know that one. Courtside.
Yeah, that's the one you sent me. I don't remember why I got it, but it had my name.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I won something, I think, right? Or
on a Raz for being in the basketball break. I remember it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. It was a Raz. That's right.
I remember.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. How about you, Hot Hands? You pick up anything this week?
I got a Mosaic Prism 9, Mint 9, Ja Morant NBA debut.
Nice. That is awesome, bro.
Very excited about that.
I picked up more than I should have this week. I got all kinds of stuff. Pittsburgh had a bye. But pretty soon I'm going to have a selling week because I'm getting my GMA order back this week. So I'll just be literally liquidating every slab that comes back.
And I'm actually doing my pickups this week. I'm on an auction site winning some boxing stuff.
Nice.
Awesome, bro.
That's why I keep looking over here. I'm on an auction site with a boxing auction that's ending right now.
Here's my favorite pickup from the Virginia Beach show that I just picked up. So Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Auto, PSA authenticated, really awesome. Nice. When I bought it, I thought this was his rookie card because I was like, "Oh, that's like the Hulk Hogan rookie." And then when I got home, I realized that it was like a newer set that looks like his rookie, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. But I knew I couldn't be that lucky to pick up an autograph of his rookie for like $50. So I thought I hit a grand slam, but I still got something that I really like because I'm a fan of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I've been trying to collect all the guys I grew up watching, so pretty happy with that. I did also pick up a sick Hulk Hogan autograph as well. It's out of one of the Leaf sets, so it's not like WWE or anything like that, because if it was, I wouldn't be able to afford it. But I did get a Hulkster autograph this week as well. Can't wait for that to come in. It's definitely going in the next group submission on December 4th for sure.
I was just going to mention that I was watching a break the other day. It was over at Jaspy's actually, and they pulled out of Leaf. It's Leaf in the game hobby, I believe it is.
Yeah.
They pulled a quad auto, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hitman Hart, and I forget who the fourth one was, but it didn't matter.
Insane. That is insane. That's probably like a multiple $1,000 card.
Yeah, it was so legit just on the first two names. I was like, okay, who's the fourth? Oh, doesn't matter. So I was like, Anthony needs that.
Thrift B says he picked up a D Wade rookie at the Toronto show and a Jordan slab from Flair 90-91 and a LeBron Revolution slab. Nice, man.
Nice.
Well, always like to hear what people are buying. You know what I mean? Because it definitely kind of like tends to show me like the way like things tend to trend. You also managed to snipe a Gary Trent Jr. optic in the bargain bins. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, the Marvel cards are really awesome. Grunt Dad got a PSA order back a couple days ago. That is what is up, man.
When did it go? 2019?
I guess that is a good idea, like to ask. When did you send it? Was it an express order or was it like just like one of like the backlog orders that cleared out?
I'm curious.
I really thought like my first like big order was getting ready to pop, but since I sent it in a group submission, I just found out that the complete by dates don't really matter. So it's like, so, it is what it is.
Yes.
You got all those Seikus waiting for you.
I know.
Yes.
Luckily,
Hey,
Sekou played the other night and scored some points.
Hey, no. He got 4 points in 8 minutes.
Oh,
4 points in 8 minutes.
I gotta give a shout out though, because somebody did say last week for me not to give up on Sekou yet, and I'm hoping that being that he's with the Lake Show, he can have a resurgence. You know, maybe LeBron will throw an arm around him and be like, "Here, this is the way of the world, kid." I mean, probably not, but it would be nice if that happens. But I have a lot riding on Sekou coming back from PSA, so
yep. So
hopefully,
we'll see if he gets any.
I don't even know if I can get my money back on like the colored parallels I sent in, even if they come back at 10. So it's like, am I gonna find a buyer? Like, I think of Kel's like slab of bargain boxes he has on top of his case, and how long have there been Sekous just chilling there, like Brewery just chilling there?
they live there now.
Like that's what I'm worried about. Like, do I now have like cards that are gonna just sit around and taunt me for like the next like 30 years of my life until like I snap one day and flush them down my toilet? That's where Snakey's new home is going to be. My toilet. I'll make a nice home for him. It'll be warm. And you know what it'll look like?
Clang.
No, it definitely won't be Clang.
Oh, that's sad.
I couldn't find where I had that. I knew it was there somewhere. Their fee says Sekou for MVP. You know what's messed up? I have multiple people giving me Sekous now. Thank you, Marty. Yes. Marty started a movement where now people are giving me Sekus. Yep. And now it's like people would like even send cards sometimes for me, like, which I love, like getting like Cordell Stewart's and Verjals and stuff like that when people send in like submissions and stuff. But like now, even in like the last package I got, there was even some Sekou in there. Yeah, definitely was not Clang.
Not Clang.
George says it was a 29-day card, ultra modern order. Arrived 11/10/20. Entered 2/1/21. Nice.
I think you flipped that around by mistake.
I think that's wrong.
No, he's right. It was November of 2020, and then they entered it into the system 3 months later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the PSA has.
And he just got him back now? It's been a year then.
Yes. It's PSA's turnaround time, customer service.
So it's been a year.
Because of this, we exist. I mean,
it's true. Strong. And really quick, I just want to say one thing, a little disclaimer. Tally, forgive us. That's all.
Yeah. Please forgive us, Tally, because we're about to get into our bold predictions for the evening. And we did this. The break started us off, and he's on your side, bro. He is riding on your side, Tally. He is going with the Niners. Trying to see if I can find his comment here. He had a little upset special coming. I can't find it, but he definitely went your way.
Yep.
But here's the way that we're rolling, guys, for tonight. And a little bit of the record from last week's game with the Steelers. Myself, Hot Hands, and Marty all went 1-0. And in the losers bracket, my guy, Gate City Paul. So what happens when you bet against the Steelers? You lose. Unless you're basically any team that's good, then you win.
We're all kind of in the same way that they cover the spread of 3.5 tonight, guys. So if you're looking to put some wagering on the game, we're all saying that they're going to cover the 3.5, even with Robert Woods being out due to the ACL.
And each person is literally giving the Rams more points. So it's like, I was like, I think they'll double the spread. They'll beat them by 7 because the spread's only 3.5. So
I got 8.
Alan's like, I'll give him 8. Marty's like, I'll give him 10. Paul's like, man, I'll give him 13.
There's a couple of reasons why I went that spread like that. I think Stafford has something to prove on national TV tonight.
Yep.
I believe he'll score at least he'll have 2 touchdowns. And here's my prediction: one of them will be to Odell.
Ooh.
One of them will be to Odell, and that's what I think.
I like it.
I just and Stafford, he usually does good on the national scene, like when he was in playing for the Thanksgiving game or something like that. His stats are pretty good for nationally televised games, and that's why I think he's going to do pretty well tonight.
Yep, I don't mind that.
I could see that. I was picking the Rams for the very reason that I think Stafford's going to have a lights-out game as well. Honestly, I think Cooper Kupp's going to get 10 catches tonight. Bold prediction. Wow. 10 catches, Cooper Kupp.
Nice. I'm going a little on the opposite side. I think the Rams are going to win, but for fantasy perspective, Brandon Ayuk, 6 catches, 80 yards, and a tut.
Nice.
Opposite side.
I'm going 2 touchdowns for Darrell Henderson.
My boy Marty. Nice. One of them receiving, right?
Could happen.
Yeah.
I'm calling 2, though. I think
I
he
don't
could have 2 and possibly break 100 yards, too.
I don't hate that at all. I don't hate it at all. I just had to throw a little love to the Niners on the fantasy perspective for Ayuk there.
I want to see my boy Debo hit some nice numbers tonight.
Yeah, I just think Ramsey and a little bit of shading over to his side is going to open it up for Ayuk a little bit.
Makes sense, man.
The break says the Rams can't stop pass rush. Going to be a long night. San Fran 27, Rams 24. So 3-point game. So you're saying the Rams would not even – well, technically they lose, so they wouldn't cover the spread anyway. So, yeah.
Might as well DM me so we can get this figured out.
He said, put me on the board so I can write. Tell you what, if San Fran wins, next week we'll have Hot Hands put you on the board, my man.
Oh, yeah.
You'll win your way on. Thrift Beast wants to know what you guys think of OBJ joining the Rams.
I mean, no question about that. If he's singularly focused on winning a ring, I think he's in the best possible spot.
Mm-hmm.
Stafford's arm is definitely not like lacking.
You want the California kid to talk about Stafford, who's followed his career at Detroit Lions? I know a guy by the Megatron that had a record of 118 catches one year.
Mm-hmm. True.
And I don't think Odell is going to hate getting thrown to by a guy with a stud arm who was the youngest to 25,000 yards in NFL history.
Yeah.
I think Stafford's super underappreciated. I really do.
Big time.
Career-wise.
Big time.
Getting some love this year, but
there'll be some hiccups early on, but like you said, he might not even be the number 1 receiver on this team because Cooper Kupp draws so much attention. So we'll see.
Yeah. My biggest problem with Odell is on a personal level. I think he's like a turd with peanuts in it, you know? He's just a little bit too nutty for me.
Yep.
He just like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if he can get along like in a successful manner with other humans. Like, that's just something I question, you know, like, and I mean, could Baker be a jagoff? Yeah, he could be, but like, he's now ousted with 2 teams. And like, for me, I start to look at like situations like that. And like, where if every time it's the other person, eventually it's like kind of you know, if there's an issue. So I'm hoping that Odell doesn't just become like a locker room cancer, you know, kind of like we've seen like Antonio Brown become with certain teams.
I was just going to say that, but look at what he's done. He didn't like the Steelers organization. Then he goes to play for Belichick. He doesn't like it there. He gets booted after like 2 games, and now look at him thriving when he's healthy. So it might be McVay's, you know, system that's going to thrive, or OBJ is going to thrive in McVay's system with a star quarterback who's thriving in the system.
That is true. Odell really has never had a passer like Stafford. I mean, I like Baker, but he never gelled with Baker. And I even like Eli, but Eli was past his prime by the time Odell was really come along. So,
we'll see.
You know, that's kind of like saying Chase Claypool and Big Ben Roethlisberger. It's like he's not even the same quarterback. Could you imagine like what these receivers would have done like with Big Ben like 15 years ago? Good God.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Chris, this tells how you really feel. OBJ equals Julio Jones. Their primes are past them. Will be on IR in a week or two.
Ooh,
I mean that is definitely a hot take.
Given the league, what, 3 years before OBJ?
Julio's already on IR.
Touche.
2011, OBJ was 14, right?
Yeah, OBJ was 14 or 15, 14, 15. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he's still got enough youth on his side. I mean, I can't say he's done yet. I mean, did you see the video his dad put out that literally showed all the times he was open that Baker just didn't even look his direction or overthrew him or whatever? Like, the guy can still separate. But it's just a matter of, does he have his head on straight to really, do what he needs to do?
I think yes. I think this team is primed to make a playoff run. A Super Bowl, I don't know, but they're getting the tools and the leadership that they need to make a run. And all he has to do is just buy in. He needs to put his swag, his clout, whatever it is, to the side and just be a part of a winning team. That's all he needs to do, and he'll be great. That's it.
That's one thing he hasn't done yet in his career, was be part of a winning team. Yeah.
So he might just bite the bullet and say, you know what? If I get it, I get it, and I'm going to make the best of it. He has to.
Yep. For sure.
I need him to, because that's the only way I'm going to beat that guy tonight on fantasy.
Yeah, I would prefer you didn't, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Anthony is absolutely creaming me this week. Injuries has killed my fantasy league.
Well, he has Mahomes then, probably.
Is that the league?
Yeah, Mahomes.
And Jonathan, 1H. 1H. Who's quietly the best running back in all of football when Derrick Henry went down? FYI.
True.
Who was on my team? Derrick Henry. I had Derrick Henry. He's in it.
Yeah, I watched
What's
Derrick
more
Henry in the league
cheese
too.
with that wine or what? You want more cheese with the wine you got there?
So I don't even have to trash talk. Alan does it for me. That's what a good partner does.
Well, I also had Russell Wilson, who went out for 6 weeks with a little scratch on his finger. God.
That's why you have backups. At least you didn't make the mistake.
Paul. Next man up, brother.
No, I played Wilson this week, and he did not showed the rust.
He had a stinker game. It was bad. Yeah.
I have to imagine he's on a new squad at the end of this year.
It sounds funny, but I think Russ could go to the Steelers. It sounds really weird.
Please.
I would be a big fan of that happening.
Please. Yes, please.
Yeah, I could see it.
I would be a big fan of that happening.
I could see it.
I've heard Rodgers to the Steelers too. I wouldn't hate that.
I don't see that, unfortunately. I think Russ, man. I just think Russ might go.
As long as Mason Rudolph is not the future, I'm happy.
Oh God, no. Can't happen.
Hang on, can we talk about really quickly how bad you two feel about our boy Pat Freiermuth just dropping everything and fumbling the game away? We talk about that. He was better off. He was just better off smacking the ball down and going for an attempt at a game winner. Just, dude, he wasn't going to get out of bounds. Rudolph should have never even thrown him the ball where he could have caught it. He should have just thrown it in the ground. To be honest.
But he's a young kid. I've sat through enough fumbles from whether it was Connor or Juju the last couple of seasons.
True.
I'll be honest. I don't view us as a contender this year. I just don't.
So, who's the contenders? Like the Bucs lost to the Washington football team. I don't know what I'm getting from the Ravens. The Arizona without Kyler and Hopkins, who are both nursing injuries, look suspect. Who's the team? Who's the teams?
I still I know the Bucs lost this week, but I'll be honest. I mean, that team is so well rounded, that I can't count them out. I think the NFC this year is looking stacked.
Tough. Green Bay got a win. They're 8-2. If the Rams get a win, they'll be 8-2. The Bucs are 7-3? 7-3?
No, they're 6-4 right after the loss, aren't they?
Ooh, 6-4? Ooh, I thought they had 3 losses.
6-3.
6-3 because they had a bye. Yeah, they had a bye.
They had a bye.
And I think the Bills are the team in the AFC, but I don't know.
But the Bills are not consistent at all, man. They go into Jacksonville and lose 6-9.
Yeah, but then last night they win 47-10.
Yeah, they're just super streaky. I mean, and if it comes down to a winner game, they have no running game to speak of.
No.
It's going to be the Achilles heel because, like, you play in the, if you have a cold weather game in the playoffs, like, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, who else in the AFC? I mean, do we don't discount the Chiefs then, do we?
I mean, you really can't.
They have
yeah, exactly.
I'll never cut completely out. If they make it, they could do some damage.
Especially after the game he put up yesterday. God, of course I'm going against him this week in fantasy.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's put up a few stinkers too before this week, so he was due.
Yeah, I think he'll figure it out.
Was definitely due for a good one. Were you the team that had like Kelsey and Hill? Paul?
No.
Playing against? No. Because I was playing a team where I had Mahomes and the other guy had Kelsey and Hill. And I was thinking, well, at least if like Kelsey and Hill do good, that means Mahomes had a good game.
That was in the team we share, Anthony.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice. Yep.
Front Dad said, "Don't let the Bucs fool you. In my opinion, Brady does this on purpose to look vulnerable, then heats up in the last few weeks of the regular season, then off to the Super Bowl." Yeah, I can see that.
I don't doubt it.
Yep.
Oh,
But it looks like the game's getting ready to start, guys. We said we'd try to keep this show to 1 hour. Do me a favor, though. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this show. Let me know what you thought of the format. And any questions or topics you would like us to discuss in a future show, definitely put below as well. Any hot takes you guys have for the game, put below.
Yes, I got a hot take tonight. Basketball. Cleveland Cavaliers covering the spread against the Boston Celtics at home.
Here's a bigger hot take. Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Celtics.
Ooh.
What? Tried doing the spinning hat, but it didn't work.
No, that sucked.
Yeah. I epically failed on my own YouTube channel. Yeah, appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate all you guys being here. Anything you guys want to share before we wrap up this evening?
I'm trying to buy some Darius Garland cards. If anyone has anything nice, send it my way.
Nice.
Also, if anybody has any in that same vein, Cavalier stuff, Steeler stuff, or like wrestling autographs, stuff like that, hit your boy up. Definitely work out some kind of trade or something like that. Appreciate you guys. We will see you later. God bless each and every one of you.